Okay, so this is a video review of the Marvel Legends Avengers Infinity War Black Widow figure from the Color Obsidian Build-A-Figure Wave. I picked her up at my local Kmart for around 35 Australian dollars. I'd have to say she is pretty much the standard female Marvel Legends buff. What sets her apart from being mediocre is a outstanding face printing technology. This is another example of Hasbro hitting it out of the park with the face printing. So with that said, let's take a look at the packaging and take a look at the figure. Okay, so she comes in the standard Marvel Legends box. You've seen this all before. See, Marvel Legends Avengers Infinity War. At the top is the Avengers logo. On both sides is the same image of Scarlett Johansson. At the back is a picture of the figure. There's the bio if you want to read it, multiple languages, and then that is the Color Obsidian, the completed Color Obsidian bath. And then here are the other figures from Wave: Thor, Black Widow, Paul Rudd, Wasp, Malekith, and Black Knight. Okay, so in terms of accessories, she comes with these two, let's say, Arnis sticks, nightsticks, and they can combine together to form a longer staff. It does come a bit bent in the packaging, so I might fix that with some hot water. She also comes with these two fisted hands. And she comes packaged with open palm hands or open weapon gripping hands for holding the sticks and this. And she also comes with these two Black Widow stingers, I suppose. Now, to replace to swap the hands, just pull it out of the wrist. So they just pretty standard pegging for Marvel Legends, and then you just peg in the alternate hand. Nothing too fancy. The figure also comes with a torso for Color Obsidian, which it's pretty nice, though I don't plan on actually building the thing. Okay, so the figure itself can of course hold these nightsticks, whether combined or not. It just rests comfortably in the hand, and then these stingers she just holds in the hand as well. I mean, I'd prefer that she was given guns, but I think the stingers should work as well. And also these stingers can store on these holsters at the side. Although I must say, while it's a tight fit, it's really easy to knock them out of place just because of how shallow they're pegged in. So be prepared to lose them. Or just keep them in a box somewhere so as not to lose them. But in any case, she looks good holding those weapons, and she has sufficient articulation for posing. So looking at the figure itself, I mean, of course the best part of it is the face sculpt and face paint, which is a dead ringer for Black Widow. My only gripe is I wish they released the version of it with the red hair. That's a more iconic look for Black Widow anyway. But given that this was the look she was sporting in the Infinity War movie, it's understandable they chose this blonde hair look. The paint itself is really clean. I love how they painted the eyes. I wish the face was less shiny, but in any case it is good. She does sport that smirk that Scarlett Johansson always gives in the movie, so that's good. The hair is fairly well sculpted, and it does have some paint variation, so there's some browns along that yellow. Looks really good. The vest is painted, all the zippers and things like that are painted silver, which is good. Going down the body, the pants here have like different textures and things like that, which is nice as well. And then you can differentiate like the more matte pants on the outside, more shiny boots. So yeah, really nice. The back also very clean. Can't really complain too much. I mean, and there's spec holes underneath the feet. So yeah. Now the vest is removable. So what you do is you unpeg it from the sides. You need to remove the head. Swing the hands up and then just finagle the vest out. I guess is the best term for it. Putting the head back on. I like that you can do that, but the body comes out as smaller in terms of proportion. She suffers from the, I guess, the same problems with removing Daisy Ridley's vest and Jaina Solo's flight suit. Now, before you guys ask, whoop, Scarlett, before you guys ask, no, the vests and the flight suits are not interchangeable between the three. Even with the shrunken body, her body is larger than both Daisy Ridley's and Jaina Solo's. Now looking at articulation, his head is on a ball and a hinge, so it goes all the way around. Can go up that much, down far. There is a little bit of wiggle on the head, not that much. The arm is on a swivel, goes all the way around, goes more than parallel to the ground. Annoyingly so, it only single hip jointed on the elbow, although it goes more than 90 degrees. The hands are on a swivel, and regardless of the hand you choose, it can go up and down in that direction, so that much and that much. With the vest on, you can still twist a little bit, though forward you can do back that much and forward that much. The legs are a bit hindered by the belt, but it goes that much side, that much forward, almost no back. There is a swivel at the top of the leg, double jointed knees, which goes all the way in, which is nice. And then you do have ankle pivot and up and down motion on the legs. So I mean, pretty much at par with other Marvel Legends, or actually Hasbro female figures. Now without the vest, you do get a little bit more range on the torso, so you can do a little bit of side to side, not that much, not much forward, a whole lot of back, and a bit of swivel on the on that hinge. Measuring out the figure, she comes at around 15 inches, which is around 15 centimeters rather, which comes out at around 6 inches. Okay, here she is with a few female figures that I own. That's DC Icons Harley Quinn, of course Daisy Ridley, Bombshells Harley Quinn, part of Prime Swinblade, Black Series Jaina Solo, and Siege Chromia. So as you can see, I don't think they scale at all. Daisy Ridley I know is about 5'7", and Scarlett Johansson is like 5'3", so They don't sell at all. The rest, just gives you a good idea of how big she is compared to other lines. Then here she is with two other Marvel Legends figures. There's Paul Rudd and Gamer versus Spider-Man. So I think she's a good height compared to Paul Rudd. Here she is with a couple of random figures. That's Power to Primes, Redwind, and Armored Batman. And now here's a comparison that I do like. Is Black Widow with Hulk. They're really good size together. And while we're talking about the Hulk, here is Bruce Banner, the Scooter as well. Okay, so final thoughts. If you're gonna buy only one Black Widow figure, then this might not be the one for you, given that she does sport the blonde hair as opposed to the standard red hair that Black Widow should have. That said, between the awesome face sculpt and paint, you can't really go wrong with this figure. Between her and Paul Rudd here, can't really say which one's face printing I like better, and that says a lot considering of how much I like Paul Rudd here. So yeah, aside from that, she's pretty much the standard Marvel Legends buck for female figures. So yeah, that has been the review. If you like the review, please do subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, share the video, and as always, this has been Grim Trigger. This has been Avengers Infinity War Black Widow, and thanks for watching.